Tadalafil, daily use or only at the time of intercourse? Does daily use at a low dose cause dependence? Or does on-demand use put extra strain on your heart because of the higher dose? Today, we're going to break down what the main scientific studies have already said about this effect. Before choosing the best way to use it for you, let's understand what Tadalafil is and what the big advantage is of this drug, which is the most commonly used for treating erectile dysfunction. Tadalafil, folks, is a phosphodiesterase type 5 inhibitor. It works by improving the relaxation of the vascular wall, in other words, relaxing the arteries, and increasing blood flow to the penis and the pelvic region as a whole, which improves penile firmness and the quality of the erection. That's why it's classified as an erection facilitator. The big difference between Tadalafil and the other molecules we have on the market, like sildenafil or lodenafil, is that Tadalafil is the only medication for erectile dysfunction that we can use every day in a 5 milligram daily dose. No other pill for treating erectile dysfunction offers this benefit. Another big difference is that Tadalafil, besides this daily dose, is also available in a 20 milligram dose for use as needed at the time of intercourse, and we usually recommend taking it 60 to 90 minutes beforehand. This 20 milligram dose has a half-life of up to 36 hours in the bloodstream, which is a big advantage compared to Viagra, which has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours in the bloodstream. That's why Tadalafil, when it was first introduced to the market in the 90s, became known as the weekend pill because of its significantly more extended duration of action. The fact is that with the 5 milligram dose, the daily use dose, after 5 to 7 days of use, the patient already achieves an average concentration in their bloodstream and a better effect on balance, improving their sexual function and giving them greater spontaneity. That's because it frees them from having to use it only on the day of intercourse. With the 20 milligram Tadalafil, when used, the patient is required to take it at least 1 hour beforehand. On the other hand, the 5 milligram dose makes sexual intercourse much more spontaneous and natural. Without a doubt, this is a big advantage. Here on the channel, I have a video where I point out, in addition to that, 5 secret benefits of 5 milligram Tadalafil. But just to make a connection, since it's the only medication for daily use, it's also used in penile rehabilitation treatment, in the chronic treatment of erectile dysfunction. That's because it improves blood flow throughout the entire pelvic region. And on top of that, we see a major benefit in cases of benign prostatic hyperplasia. So for men over 50, which is exactly the age when they might start experiencing urinary symptoms like weak stream, reduced urinary flow, and increased frequency both at night and during the day. At this age, patients can benefit both in terms of prostate health and their sexual health. Tadalafil, being a vasodilator, acts as a muscle relaxant and also has receptors in the prostate and bladder, which help improve urinary flow and contribute to the relief of symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia. Without a doubt, this is a major advantage. But doctor, I can't take medication every day. I can't get used to it. I forget to take it daily. Can I use it as needed? Guys, the 20 milligram dose was the first one released on the market, and without a doubt, it is very effective. The thing is, because it's a much higher dose, it has a greater incidence of side effects, among which we can highlight myalgia, muscle pain, and back pain. Some patients report that when they use this 20 milligram dose, they experience an increase in these side effects, which is not reported when using lower doses like 5 milligrams. Picking 20 milligrams of Tadalafil only at the time of intercourse is, without a doubt, a very potent dose. You tend to maintain a fuller erection with better penile rigidity. Because the concentration of the medication is higher, the penile rigidity and the effect of the medication are also much more potent. For those patients who have a more spaced out sex life, with sexual activity every 2 weeks, monthly, or with even longer intervals, It's worth considering the possibility of using the medication only as needed, especially for those who aren't very disciplined with daily use. And just a quick note before wrapping up this video, folks, despite all the benefits of Tadalafil at 20 and 5 milligrams, even at the reduced dose of 5 milligrams, Tadalafil is not a mint candy. It needs to be used under medical prescription and guidance because it does have some very specific contraindications, such as for cardiac patients, people with heart disease, coronary disease, who use Isodol, Monocord, which are vasodilators for the heart. Tadalafil, since it is also a vasodilator, can enhance this effect and cause very dangerous symptoms, such as a reduction in coronary cerebral blood flow and trigger conditions like acute myocardial infarction and even stroke. That's why, tragically, we sometimes see headlines in the news saying that Tadalafil, sildenafil, these erection medications cause death. In reality, it's not that these drugs can kill the patient. It's that there are some patients who cannot use the medication, and for that, we have very well-established contraindications in the medical literature. And to conclude, what various studies show is that daily use of Tadalafil also has benefits for prostate health and your vascular health. It helps to clean the lining of blood vessels, and in addition to giving you a more natural approach to treating erectile dysfunction, it frees you from having to use a higher dose on demand. We also have the option to gradually increase the dosage for those patients who use it on a daily basis. But this needs to be thoroughly discussed with your doctor to determine which dose is the most suitable and effective for your case. Please make sure to remember to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and if you found this particular content to be helpful or interesting, go ahead and share it with as many people as possible. Take care and see you in the next video.